Hello, hello, this is Kathy Pack of Tea and Stamps, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Wichita Falls, Texas. And today I have a cute little fall card. It might look a little overwhelming because of all the things you use to put it together, but this is just how I do it. We're going to use a little masking and blending with the blenders, but you don't necessarily have to mask either. You can just blend without masking, but this is it. And I use the Season of Chic stamp set. And I made 7 of these this morning, and the little blending area is different for each one. Here they are. But the colors I used are Old Olive, Crushed Curry. There, see, I had a little blending boo-boo there, and Cajun Craze, yeah. So, and then I have a early espresso card base, a crushed curry liner, and I stamped and blended. Oops, that's upside down on crumb cake because I didn't want to do white. I didn't want it to be really stark. I wanted it to look kind of warm and fall-y. So that's what I did. So what you need. So I have my card base, and it's cut 8.5 by 5.5, and I've already installed my liner, and we'll go ahead and stamp the leaf image in here. I'll show you this. There it is. Isn't that cute? This is the leaf from the Season of Chic. It has 2 leaves. I used the outline portion of the leaf on the outside. Oh, well, not this outside, but that outside and the inside. I used sponge daubers and ink to ink the stamp up and then put that on there. So here we go. It's already mounted. So we'll do that real quickly because it doesn't take long. Let me find my inks here. See, I don't need that one. That's early espresso. I'm missing my green. Well, we'll just do 2 colors then really quickly. This is, yeah, Cajun Craze, and that's my Cajun Craze dauber. I'm just gonna take the dauber and ink it up, and then just transfer that ink onto your stamp. Here's my crushed curry. Make sure I don't have my, oh, here it is. My Old Olive was in the wrong place. I thought I had it in here with me. Do you know me? I have to create all over my house. My dining room is where all the magic happens, and then here in my office is where I record. I don't have the luxury of having them all in one space. At least it's all in the same house. Alright. Blow on that a little. There it is. It's a nice fall leaf. I don't think we're going to have any nice fall colors here in at least my part of Texas. We just haven't had enough rain this year, so when it doesn't rain a lot, you don't get very good color. Okay, so I have my card base ready, and I'm going to start with my stamping layer, and it is cut at 3 3/4 by 5. It's crumb cake, and then the liner is going to be, what is that, 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. Okay, so I'm going to use this wide, 4-inch wide mint tape to mask. Okay, it's my preference. You can use masking paper. You can just rip paper and use that. But this is what I'm going to use. So let me show you how I did this. I just laid it down here and I just ripped it apart to make a pattern. Oops, I forgot I folded that up. Now I'm going to stick it on here. I don't want to cover up too much over here because I want to use that end. I want to have it, the pattern or the color going to one side. So I'm just going to stick it on here. You can use this over and over again. I did today. I ripped them, re-ripped them. And there we go. Put that right here. That's going to have a deep little groove in here. Alright, see, that's the stamping ink. Here we go. I'm going to start with my crushed curry. I've got my little Stampin' Up blending brushes here. I love these brushes. I'm going to start off and just, hopefully this won't shake too much. I'm going to try to be gentle. I don't want to shake my camera. And I love the look of these colors on the crumb cake because it makes them look more subtle, not real strong. This is, yeah, Cajun Craze. That's my middle color. Then we're going to end up with some green. Think of the three. The Cajun Craze is the one I have to, oh, I did it again. I have to be real careful around the edges or I get it too dark, and that just bugs me. Then I go back, and you have to be careful. Sometimes this ink transfers off of here, so if you want to use it again for another card, I usually just take a paper towel and wipe it off. I might want just a hair, oops, knocking things down, a little bit more color over here. Yeah. Alright, now we'll add some Old Olive, and that's done. Then we'll get to do the fun part, stamping. This one squeaks. Oh, I added a little bit too much green. You have to be careful. I'm not the best blender, but, well, that's all right. They're not meant to be perfect. They're meant to be cute. Slip that off, and there you go. And Stampin' Up! Has a new line of masking paper, and I've ordered some. I'm waiting for it to come in. I'm going to give that a try. But I do enjoy the mint tape, but like I said, it doesn't absorb color. Color sits on top of it, so you have to be careful, and over time, if you use it too many times, the color will go through. So that's the only downfall I see with that, but I like the way it sticks all over. That's the part I love. It sticks really well. Okay, so now we're going to stamp the next leaf, which is this one right here. And it is right there. There it is. And then we're going to use this one. Take that off and pop that on here so I can clean it. Alright, and I used Early Espresso ink, just straight on. I think I'm going to follow this downhill slide here. This one will go kind of like that. Just randomly stamp them on there however you'd like. Yeah, that'll work. And then I use this little splotchy part, this part of the splotches right here. I call them splotches. And I'm going to stamp off twice and then just throw them in there. I just felt it needed a little something to fill the void, and I didn't want to overdo it with the leaves. So this adds just a tiny bit of texture and interest without being overwhelming. Alright, so that's it. You can do this with any leaf pattern that you have or whatever you prefer. I mean, anything really. It's just a fun way to add color to a card. Alright, next is the sentiment, and I chose "You make each season of life even more beautiful." So this would be really, it's a good sentiment, I think, for a birthday card. You know, or just letting somebody know you really, really care. Oh, I closed my ink. Here we go. And I just take that and stamp it. If my head gets in the way, I apologize. You can see all my gray hair. There we go. That is ready to finish. This comes together so quickly. I mean, here's my little glue. Glue this part on first. It took me a while to pick which one. I tried all three of these colors. I thought, oh, we'll go with crushed curry. And then I thought, no, I'll go with Cajun Craze. And then I said, no, let's do Old Olive. Then I went back with the curry. I thought it just was right for this card. Alright, and I love these colors. This is my favorite time of year. I love making cards with these colors. And I enjoy blending. The blending is really nice, especially when you use a mask. Oh, that's a little, my card front's a little crooked, but that's okay. Don't tell anyone. All right, then I added some rustic metallic adhesive back dots. I love these little dots. There's little ones and big ones, and just added 3. Put one here. Oops. Well, it's going to stay there. Up here, and then another one up in the color. Make a little triangle, you know. Always use an odd number. When I lived in Japan, the number 4 was always kind of bad luck. So, like when you buy teacups and things like that, they sell them in sets of 3. So, with a little teapot, or even sake, like a sake set, it came with 3 little cups and then the little sake decanter. All right, there you go. That is it. That is how quick that goes together. So welcome to my channel. I should have said that at the beginning, but I never remember. I appreciate you stopping by and taking a look at this. If you aren't a subscriber, please subscribe. If you're watching this from my blog, consider subscribing to my blog so that you get all my posts, a notice of my post in your email. Alrighty. Hey, thank you so much for watching, and give it a try. These are fun to make. Bye.